From Wildfire in Henderson, we were for the title matches of today's JBT event. A couple new faces here in the scratch division, or at least faces we haven't seen in a while. Zach Long taking on Dominic Oliveira. Zach, a three-time champ, while Dominic yet to taste victory on our tour. He would love to break through. Both these guys are throwing the ball beautifully with big scores to get to this point. And they each started out with the double. And Zach takes the early lead when that 9-pin just gives up and gets that triple. Bowled on a totally different pattern today, and they ended up playing the exact same place on the lane. Go figure, that happens sometimes. The corner shot with the break point out around the 5 board is 5-4-3-2 board. Has just been absolute money all weekend long. These guys obviously both doing very well at it. Dominic did well yesterday playing it, Zach not as much. And all that power trips that light hit up, and they are all tied up through 3. See, they're doing this the legit way. None of that front 7 with 18 mulligan crap from yesterday. We'll have none of that around here. Small tournament, but exciting weekend. Lots of great action. Way to our left, William Robbins and Elena Purdy are pulling the last game of their best-of-3 semifinal. The winner of that. Sorry, no. William's playing Noel Gregorich. The winner will play Elena in her attempt to sweep the weekend. That's way left. And he gets a tremendous break getting the 6-10 out of there to only leave the pretty simple 3-pin. As good as Dominic's been, when he misses, that ball turns left on him, and he's gotten some fortunate Brooklyns and a fortunate squasher there. Yet another of the two-handers, and yet another two-hander that shows that it's not just all stand left, throw right for the two-handers. He's gotten very good at squaring up and playing straight when he has to. William! Zach's 3 titles, all scratch wins. The first one in the non-champs event, but we don't care, that's a win. Conversely to Oliveira is a very traditional game for Zach. 5 small steps. That trusty black hammer, I'm pretty sure that's what that is, getting that light hit out. Who would know that it's 2018 in bowling and 90% of the balls being thrown are urethane? It's like the whole reactive era disappeared. Now these are different urethane balls than the urethane balls people my age grew up with. It's a slightly different formula, but the theory is still the same, that on these shorter patterns you can play a dry portion of the lane. The ball doesn't overreact on the dry, and the fact that it's urethane means that it will hold if you do miss left a little bit. It opens up quite a few boards. Plenty of boards for these guys to just start stringing. Boy, and he's been tripping 4 pins well. Not this time. He absolutely disgusted Harley with his 4-pin trips in the last match as he shot 530 something for 2 to wipe out Harley. Right after Harley left a 6-8, Zach got another trip 4, and Zach almost was giggling to himself as he just fried out Swigert. Hard and straight, good form at the spare, no problem. So a 10-pin lead as his string lasted 1 frame longer than Oliveira's. Of course, they can both still max for 279, and wouldn't that be fun? Oliveira swept Sergio Torres in his semifinal match. A lot of strikes in that one. Wow. Like I said, most of Dom's misses have been left. That was a miss right mistake for him. Drops 2 pins a count, but gets that 10-pin out and leaves a fairly makeable spare. Lots of excitement today. Tanner Ferguson had a $5,000 shot for Powerball. U17 went to Andrew Guba for second straight tournament that he's entered. He's won that division. The Priority Girls Scratch event was won by Samantha Conti, and you had to inform Samantha Conti that Samantha Conti won the Priority Girls Scratch event because she employed some of that Nevada arithmetic. Sorry, Nevada. I saw it on Facebook. It must be true. You see that? You were 50th out of 51st. You beat... Oh, you're 51st? Oh, was that only Vegas? That was only Vegas? That wasn't Nevada? Oh, let's get this straight here. Let's get this completely accurate.
Las Vegas.
All right. Here we go.
Not Henderson. Big difference.
Note.
Henderson.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Thank you. See if Tom can get back on the strikes. That looks left again. And again, a nice break to break up the split, but all of a sudden, it looks like he's lost the pocket a little bit. That is bad news because Long has shown no signs of losing the pocket yet. Tough to win these scratch division tournaments, even if you manage to eliminate the the Swigerts and the Sorrells of the world. It's a deep, deep division, and here's Zach firing 260s left and right at you. 10-frame match when the scores at the top at least have been pretty high. Comes down to a carry contest sometime, but that mid-game struggle here from Oliveras could end up proving to be the difference. Let's see what Long can do in his sixth. Ah! Wiggly little half-10. Boy, he wanted that one to fall down. He was just ready to smack that one off, but wobbled, but did not go 7 degrees off its axis. Maybe about 4 3/4, I think. No. Robbins with a 4.9, which is making him sit down over there. He's having a seat. That one must be close. It's pretty far away. And that one was close. Hangs on just long enough. Has himself a 12-pin lead through 6 frames. A lot of bowling left. Tour rolls on next week to Canyon, one of our more popular events. Super Bowl weekend. Oh man. Zach's body language tells the story as he shredded that rack, and unusual that you don't carry him. The kickbacks here are just made of rubber bands, I'm convinced, because every single bowler has just been throwing explosive messengers all over the place all weekend long. Bad time for somehow the 7-pin to not fall down in all that action. Still has the count lead. Excellent spare shooter, hard and straight. Oh my goodness. Well, he clips the 10-pin on the right and he clips the 7-pin on the left. That's good form though, by going hard and straight. That increased your margin for error on that. But Oliveras has got to be grateful that Long didn't go and run away from him. Dominic's mom is hiding. She's been here all, oh, there she's been here cheering him on all day, but she is way the heck down there, left of Williams' match. Wonder whose request that was by, her own or Dom's. 11-pin match, 7th frame. Roughly 83. Well, what, TJ? She's like 4. What do you want? Look at her throw the ball. Oh, look at her just... Bad timing there. Meanwhile, a bad result for all of ours is he buckets a much tougher spare that he pretty much must cover. That's a really nice job. That's not a portion of the lane that they've used a lot, so that was a bit of guesswork. Well done at the bucket. That's why you bowl scratch. Don't be jealous of our 90 pins. Dominic wisely elects not to shoot that rack. And the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a very tough spare. Can he get the pocket back? No, ball change, but gets the Brooklyn. He's had some well-timed Brooklyns, and he needed that one very badly. But still fishing around, trying to refine that pocket. He looked great to open it up, and both bowlers suddenly unable to get X's. So Zach now with the 5-pin count advantage plus the extra strike for a 15-pin lead. Spare working 8th frame title match. Dead perfect. When a good bowler just hangs that follow through up there forever and just walks the ball into the pocket, you know that he thinks he pured it. He was absolutely right. Maintains the count in the critical 9th frame coming up here. Going at a 227 pace is Zach. Dominic still has room for 242. So who's going to perform in the 9th and 10th? He likes it. Couldn't throw it any better in the 1-3 than the last 2 frames. So Long regains the look into the pocket. Puts himself in great position, but Dominic still has time to answer it. If he goes off the sheet, Zach will still need the first hit in the 10th. Yes? I don't know what you're telling me. What is she telling me? We'll try. Did you do it again? You're gonna bowl for the title, you know that? Come on over to 15 and 16. We're not gonna start yet, but get yourself ready.
So I'll take my 4th place.
Yes, you will. Momentarily. Well, for Dominic, just the last 6 frames have been a struggle. And that 2-pin is just about going to seal the deal for him. He's got a 72, 92, 222 possible. 9 out for Zach would be 196, 215, 224. So I know that he's disappointed, but he still needs to catch all 3 of these in the 10th frame. For the 2nd straight day. No! This is not. Doesn't roll the 2-pin, and Zach Long is going to become a 4-time JBT champ. Dom bowled great both days this weekend, but it's going to come up just a little short here in the title match. Not to be ashamed of, bowled a fine game. Title matches are different creatures than all the previous matches. 200 even for a final. And it's been a while for Zach. This is a sweet, sweet win for him. Trusty Black Hammer Facebook post in 3, 2, 1, go.
Where's the hit?
Something like 250, 260, 230 to finish off the tournament in that general region. One more spare, notch it up. Coming up, we'll see if Elena can sweep the weekend. She's got to take on Noelle to do it. Sure to watch part 2 for our handicap title match. There's your scratch. Happy champ.